Hi, public speaking. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about anxiety, specifically speech anxiety. So the first thing to know is this should make you feel better. If you have speech anxiety, that is completely normal. Speech anxiety is common, and it is much more common to have speech anxiety than to not have any. That's just kind of public speaking makes people nervous, I guess. Okay, can't put it more simply than that. So, very common. It also is something that I would say exists on a scale. So, you might have a little bit, you might have a lot, and you might have a medium amount. It is also situational. Sometimes you might experience anxiety in giving a speech in the classroom, but you don't experience that same anxiety at a job interview, or maybe you have a lot at a job interview. And there's lots of different scenarios where you might experience speech anxiety, and it's good for you to know which ones are the ones that like push you a little harder so that you can know when you need to prepare more, because maybe one thing bothers you and the other thing kind of doesn't. You don't need to if it doesn't bother you, then you have less work to do. So which is awesome, right? So you need to think about what are the situations that you have the most anxiety in, because those are the ones you want to pay the most attention to. And I'll also say, if you know that you have a lot of anxiety, you are probably going to have to spend more time managing your anxiety than the person who has a little bit. That is probably unfair, but there's nothing we can do about it. So it's just like, if you weren't very good at math, you're probably going to have to spend more time working on your math homework than somebody who's awesome at math. It is what it is. Okay, so think about those things, and also remember, kind of leading to this point, it is unique to you. What anxiety feels like to me and what might set me off is going to be different than what it feels like to you, and what might bother you, and how it manifests and stuff, and compared to your friends or somebody else taking the class, etc. It feels different. You'll see people who have a lot of anxiety and who can kind of shove it down, and not it doesn't seem so bad while they're speaking, and then you'll see somebody else who maybe doesn't have too much, but they've got some tell, and so my mom gets really red. It's kind of what made me think of this. Her chest will, like her throat will turn red, and so it's kind of obvious, unfortunately for her. And so it's going to be really unique. I guess that's my point. And because it's so unique and it's so situational, that means you need to spend some time thinking, reflecting, and observing, and then picking out the thing that's going to help you the most. So that's your mission this week, is to find 5 things that you think will help you manage your speech anxiety. The person who yoga works for is probably not going to be the same person that like going for a run or something works for them. That is something you've got to figure out. Yeah, some people could eat whatever they want before a speech. Not most people, though. Most people need to pay a little bit more attention to their food intake. So pick 5 things that you think are going to help you, and then do, right? Like, if those 5 things helped a lot, great. But if they don't, you need to pick out different things for next time. Pick the ones that you thought did help. Visualization was super key for you, so keep that. But maybe some of the other things didn't help you so much, or you didn't get enough sleep the night before, and so that did make you anxious. So you need to keep working on that. Don't just stop at the first answer. Always come back to them and see if there's something else that you could be doing to be more proactive. Because I think that one of the keys to anxiety management is, well, there's probably 2 keys. One is being proactive, and the other is just being honest with yourself and being reflective about it, to know what it is that's going to help you the most. And to have to learn that, some of you are going to have a good intuition about it, and some of you need to practice. So that's what we're going to do here. Don't give up. I firmly believe that you can find something that will help you. And if you're struggling, that's when you reach out for help. Okay, so find some things that you think are going to help you the most, and focus on those. And then if they help, great. Otherwise, you're going to have to keep practicing, keep looking.